Hello everyone and welcome to Bevan's Bricks. I know I haven't streamed in like 2 days or so. I'm still trying to catch up on a few different things. I've been doing a ton of research. You have no idea. Anyway though, hey Chris Aubrey, Fox Leader, Brick Sergeant, Steve Weiser, Dale, hello, hello, hello. James Jackson and Brick Sergeant, thank you so much for that awesome donation. Brick Sergeant said on set. And just donated $1.99. And again, thank you so much, buddy. Let me grab those buildings I've been working on so I can do some more detail work to the interior. And I honestly don't have that many more to go, to be perfectly honest. I did some of the work yesterday, but I wanted to get some more of this finished today. As you can see, I do have like the kitchens and stuff already added to the buildings, the bedrooms, the bathrooms. I just got to do a few little bits of furniture, and I still need to add the kitchen area to this one as well, but that's what we're going to be doing in today's live stream. Thank you, Aaron. Paul R., hello, hello. Adam, 2004, hello. And Fox Leader says, I'm enjoying some lovely taco soup right now instead of tacos. I have heard of that, but I've never had it. Hoping that it's something that's good and that you're enjoying, though. Aaron says, woohoo! Anyway, one of the things I can tell you is I've been doing tons, literally, of research on a lot of different things, trying to figure out how to get my channel to grow better. And the more research I'm doing, the more I'm learning. And some of it maybe not in a good way, or at least might not be in a good way for some people, because the more I'm finding out and the more I'm learning is it's quite simply a lot of the how-to videos and things like that I'm finding are probably more of a hindrance to my channel than they are anything, because I'm finding more and more channels that are just nothing but focused on instructions. And some of these channels are quite large, but their views are absolutely terrible. And it's I have to say, it's really getting me thinking about a lot of different things and in a lot of different ways. I know a lot of my members are really interested in my instruction videos, and that's why I was kind of talking in Discord today with a few of my members. And what we were kind of discussing is me possibly taking all of my instructional videos, and maybe I'm debating on possibly making them private, just for my members. And holy crap, Brett, thank you so much. He says the Jedi Mills Master is in. And thank you so much, Brett. I appreciate that. Not saying that I'm doing that yet. I'm just kind of explaining to you, though, some of the things I'm looking at, some of the things I'm finding out, discovering, and all that kind of stuff. And it's really opening my eyes, I guess you could say, in a lot of different ways. But I am still searching, researching, and searching some more. So it is definitely taking me some time to get through, and I forgot all those pieces are over here, to get through all of these things. You know what though, Brett? It's, to me, because I'm trying to grow a channel, and it's more important for me to grow a channel, because here's the thing that I find that's funny, is a lot of people say they like the how-to videos and all that kind of thing. And again, like I said, if I do anything, I will keep them for members only. And here's the thing with that, though, is people say they like them, but it's only the people that actually comment to me. Because if people truly liked them, and if they were popular, everybody would be doing them. Popular channels and all that would be doing them. And like I said, I'm discovering more and more that they're more of a hindrance than they are anything. And another thing that I'm discovering, well, I'll leave it at that. They're more of a hindrance. Like the video I posted today, because I did that as an experiment. It is, I have to say, the worst performing video that I have posted in over a month. And it's partially because I really haven't done a lot of how-to videos in the last month or so. And I get that. I totally agree with you, Paul R. And that's why I've always tried to focus on building instructions, but are on doing instructions and in helpful videos and things like that. But let's look at other channels and tell me a channel that does instructional videos and has good views. Show me a channel that's doing really good at it. Mandy Sanders says, I think I'm going to swap to one-lane roads in my city. What do you think about that? I'm not sure. Are you in America or, I guess it really doesn't matter where you are, but the point that I was going to get at is here in America, when you have a one-lane, one-direction road, what you will typically have is you will have white side lines and white center lines, and that justifies and tells you that all the traffic is going in one direction. And the reason that I'm bringing that up is really quite simply, if you live in the United States and you're using official Lego road plates, honestly, they're already kind of set up that way. So I think doing one-lane roads is a really good idea because I have considered a lot of that myself. And really, when you put some thought into the fact of looking at most cities, I don't care if it's New York, Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, any major city in the United States, when you start looking at those cities, you will find that most cities have nothing but one-way streets. And if they have two-way streets, they're few and far between. True Fox leader, but it's still not a good performing video. And again, like I said, show me a channel, because I have been searching for days, trust me, and trying to do research and all that stuff. Show me a channel that focuses on instructions that does really well. And I can show you about 20 that don't do anything at all with instructions that do a lot better. Paul R. says, then again, I can't talk, I don't have a YouTube channel. And yes, I will say this, that my instructional videos still do better than I know most people's channels, so I do get that. But still, like I said, with me trying to grow a channel, I'm slowly discovering, at least from all the research that I'm doing so far, I'm slowly discovering that how-to videos are actually not the way to go. At least that's what my research is pushing me towards anyway. That's why I kind of wanted to do this video tonight and kind of talk with you guys, because I wanted to see if anybody could prove otherwise to me, I guess would be a good way to put it or look at it. See if anybody had any other thoughts or ideas or suggestions or you know, like I said, proof that I'm wrong. 'Cause I had a couple of my members had suggested a few channels, and you know what? I might even go back over here. I'm trying to build this stove real quick. Technically, New Orleans has a ton of one-way roads. Oh, and then you said you got one guy I knew stopped because of school. Who is that? Please, like I said, I want to hear other channel names, anything. Please, please, please feel free to share. So like I said, any and all, because like I said, I am trying to do a ton of research. And that's kind of why I'm asking. So if you have channel suggestions to give me references so I can look at statistics and all that kind of stuff, that's really what I'm looking for. Hold on. I am trying to find something. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to open my Discord again. Why is my Discord not open already? I did remember to check my mic batteries too before I went live tonight. Just wanted to point that out. Doodle-doo. And I'm gonna try and show you some things too while we're having these discussions as well. Because again, you gotta remember, I know my audience likes how-to videos, but you have to keep in mind when you're doing a YouTube channel, you're trying to get the largest audience possible. And that's really hard to do when it seems that most of your videos are performing horribly. Kyle says, I enjoy watching the videos myself, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate everybody's support. Yes, I have. I've been doing a bunch of little interior. And hold on, I got to get this screen closed because I can't see what I'm showing you. I've been doing just simple stuff. I'm doing a real basic kitchen, and that's kind of what brought up that video I did today, because I was trying to show people that you can do interiors. Because I mean, this bathroom is only 4x4, or I'm sorry, 4 studs by 5 studs, and I have a toilet, sink, shower, and a mirror on the wall. The boring channel, Lego Studio, is that, when you say the boring channel, is that the name of the channel? So I'm trying to catch back up on a few comments because I know I missed a few. Lego Studio, I want to say thanks to you. I'm doing Mills the proper way. I'm trying to catch up on a few more comments, guys. Eccentric Bricks, hello, hello. I'm skipping through. The Jackhammer. I do like the Jackhammer, and I haven't watched him in a while though. I did, and that must be why. So you're saying the Jackhammer stopped because of school? But yes, he did have a really good channel, but still, I don't think that his focus was on instructions. And like Anthony Perot was, or I'm sorry, a Lego channel was saying, how-to videos can be good, but only if you focus on the most searched things, I guess. And that is part of the problem. Here's kind of what I just kind of giving you guys my thoughts and kind of what I'm finding out and things of that nature. And what did I need to leave out? I got the kitchens. Oh, I needed to put a kitchenette in here. Here's kind of what I've been looking at and finding. What's more popular. And this is, I guess this is kind of part of my dilemma too, is what I was trying to get to anyway. I'm not a person that really, don't get me wrong, I buy sets. I mean, we've all seen that I have an insane amount of sets throughout my barn here. But it's also, most of them are sealed because I'm waiting to get to working on them and so on and so forth. The thing that I was going to get at though is most of the successful channels, they always stay with the newest sets. And if they do any modifications, it's only on the newest sets. And that's where I kind of feel that my channel's fumbling. And here's what I mean by that. Because I am not like most people. And I'm not saying that to try and be funny, you know, even though I'm sure there could be a lot of jokes made about that anyway. But what I mean by that is I'm not like most people in the aspect of the way I build and what I build. For me, typically, I mean, I do use sets, don't get me wrong, I love sets, and I just recently started adding a few sets to my city just to kind of help improve things a little bit, in my opinion anyway. But part of the focus that or the thing that I'm noticing anyway, is because I build so large, as most of you know, I mean, I have like my Avengers Tower, my skyscrapers, the Jason Vincent skyscraper, my Grand Hotel, things like that. And all of those are rather large buildings. And the problem with a lot of the things that I do is it's not something that people can just run out and buy. And to me, from from the research I've done so far, it seems to be that channels are more successful if they focus on just taking small sets and modifying them and doing things of that nature and not building kind of the way that I build. And again, a lot of them don't do a lot of instructions. And Eccentric Bricks, thank you so much. He just donated $5 and says, Daryl, I love your channel because it's fun and interesting. The channels are too animated and you learn. And thank you, I appreciate that. And hello, Eggtown Egg. And hello, Raymond Diaz. And hello, Papa's Bricks. Well, we're getting a bunch of people in here tonight. I'm going to put a larger table and chair in here. I'm just trying to kind of show you guys. And I went with gray. I'm just trying to do basic stuff in here, guys. So I know some of this probably isn't like what am I doing type of thing. But again, just doing basic details in these. So, but trying to get back to my point a little bit is, I think if I made stuff smaller and went back to kind of looking just at sets and modifying sets and things like that, that would definitely help my channel. But it's not my way of doing things. I like to build big. I like big butts. I like big builds, and I cannot lie. And I guess, to me, that is kind of where I see some of my downfall anyway. But again, that's just my opinion. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for a jumper plate. But like I said, it's because I've been discussing this in my Discord, and I'd love to hear other people's ideas as well. Aaron, yes, I do plan on building the other building next to. I'm not going to make it an exact building, don't get me wrong, but I am going to do a narrow building just like the images of the actual buildings next to the fire station. Absolutely, yes. And hey, how you doing, Paul Bot? It's not that I want to fall into what others do, because I don't care what others do, but I'm trying to figure out what I can do. And I just know, like I said, and thank you so much, Ronnie, I appreciate that. But like I said, in my opinion, my channel is not being successful enough. And I think that's the point that a lot of people are really kind of missing here, is because I am trying to grow, and I know my channel's larger, but it grows at lethargic speed. And again, because I just deleted, I know a lot of people saw this, I just deleted those 500 channels the other day, or 500 videos the other day. And I have noticed a help with that automatically. I do want to point that out too. But still, the point of what I'm trying to get at is I know I got to do what I want to do and what makes my channel work. But the thing is I need to figure out what makes a channel work. And from what I see, instructions are not it. And you are not late at all. Everybody arrives precisely when they can, Wade Denver. Never, never, ever think you're late to my channel. That's one thing I've never told anybody. Nobody's ever, ever late. But one of the things that I always kind of thought was funny is, because it's like on some of my videos, I'll give you an example. On the video that I just did recently, talking about when I was deleting the 500 videos, I had a few people telling me, well, you spend too much time live streaming, and I don't like to watch your live streams and things of that nature. And it's like, well, that's fine, but my live streams are popular. So, you know, it's like I have a variety of different groups of people on my channel, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And the trick is trying to figure out how to please them all. And the reality of it is you never can. And I've been struggling trying to do that for such a long time that I'm going to start trying to change things to where I feel they are working a lot better. And it's a slow process, and it seems to be a painful process, but I am still trying. And what I am doing right now, guys, is I was trying to figure out a different way to make a couch. So I showed one in a video today, and I wanted to see if I could do something a little different. So bear with me while I am playing around a little bit. I am thinking of a bracket part. I'm thinking of a part, and the part is not coming to my mind. And I wonder how, I don't like how that would look either, though. That's ugly. Yes, but Steve, I'm not growing. See, that's the point I think that most people are missing. I want my channel to get bigger, because where I'm at, if my channel doesn't hit 50,000 by the end of the year, I'm done doing Lego videos. And that is the goal that I've set for myself. If I can't hit 50,000 by the end of the year, I'm done. And that's why I am trying so hard to figure out what it is I'm doing wrong and why I cannot get traction and why I'm not growing. But no, you are absolutely right, Papa's Bricks. You can't please everybody. I've watched a ton of the Disney shows on the new Disney Plus channel, yes. Like the new Mandalorian and stuff. And I appreciate that, Steve. I know you had said that in Discord earlier too. Me and you have actually met in person as well, so. Our Claxton said, Paul Bot must got your tongue since you said 500 channel. No, 50,000 subscribers is what I was trying to say. And I appreciate that, suspect. But again, if I can't get my channel to grow, I have to give up, because I don't think people realize how much work this really is when you're working a full-time job on top of it. And I know nobody cares because they're not the ones that are doing it, but that's the the point I guess I'm trying to get across, because my goal was hopefully to start what I consider to be successful in YouTube anyway. And I've set my new goal, which is the end of this year. But my goal was, after I built this barn originally, I was hoping that would kind of help launch me a little bit further ahead than where I'm at now. And like I said, I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. I'm growing, but it's at a lethargically slow snail speed. And I have channels, keep in mind, I've been doing videos for 6 years now. But I have channels that have started within the last 2 years that have already caught up and passed me as far as doing their views and whatnot with their channels, which is why it tells me that, like I said, again, from what I'm seeing, my channel is very poorly. Wade Denver says live streams, reviews, vlogs, and membership builds. And yes, I totally agree with that. And I guess part of my problem, because you bring up vlogs, and I'm glad you brought that up. And here's why I say that. I don't really know what to do for a vlog. I've tried to do vlogs, and I'm horrible at them. Because I personally think, I mean, the way that I see things, you should have a little bit of everything, if you know what I mean. So, because I still like to teach people stuff. So that's something that I always want to do, even if I minimize it a little bit more. So don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm not telling you I'm getting rid of certain things or anything yet. Because I do like to teach people things, I really do. That's part of what my enjoyment is for my YouTube, and that's why I kind of like doing the how-to videos. But again, like I said, it's just I don't see them being very good. And then you brought up vlogs, and I know a lot of channels that are successful do a lot of vlogging, and that's where, because I struggle with a lot of this electronic stuff too, so that doesn't help me either. I am technologically stupid, is the best way I can put it. And I'm trying to learn, and my kids are starting to help me, and I'm learning more and more, and it's some of it's gotten a little easier because of my kids helping me. But I still just struggle with a lot of things. But like I said, with the vlogs, I don't know what to do. I feel a lot of the stuff, because I've tried recording different things for vlogs, and I feel a lot of the stuff that I do, I feel like, I don't know, I don't like how the video appears to me, let me put it that way, so a lot of times I don't publish them. Fox Leader said vlogs could be a time lapse of a stream. See, again, that's where that takes me back to my problem with I'm still trying to learn how to do a lot of this electronic crap. So I can try a vlog again, but again, like I feel like I suck at it. That's the best way I can put it. And hello, Guy Meyer, how are you? And I know I've missed a ton of comments, and I apologize because I'm kind of walking around trying to grab stuff and all that good stuff. Trying to make sure I haven't missed anything important. I don't think I've missed too much. Rolo Rumpkin says, I've tried vlogging for just personal videos and find it very uncomfortable holding a camera in my face in public places. And Rolo Rumpkin, you hit the nail on the head. Because I will be the first to admit that is exactly one of my problems. I feel mortified, is probably quite simply the best way to put it. But I will say this also, and things have gotten better, but when I first started making videos on YouTube and all that, honestly, I felt the same way at first. And at least I feel like anyway, I've slowly gotten better. But I can tell you, and those are some of the videos that I recently deleted. It's when I first started, man, oh God, some of those videos were they were horrible. I would repeat myself a lot. I would add I'd just say a lot of really dumb things that shouldn't have even been in the video, and brought up your persona as being very poor. What's the word I'm looking for to try and describe where I'm getting at? Anyway, though, I was completely mortified and embarrassed when I first started doing it, but the more I did it, the more comfortable I slowly got at it, and because I stuck with it, I finally got to a point where I'm very comfortable talking to people now, and I'm very comfortable with recording myself, but I'm very comfortable, and there's a little couch we can do. I just kind of threw that together. I'm very comfortable now recording stuff, but I have to be, and this is the funny part, because I don't mind that people see it, but I have to be in my barn, because in my barn I have privacy. Nobody's watching me or anything like that. But like you said, when you go out in public, it's like, ugh. And then not only that, but there's this problem with it too, is a lot of times, at least by me anyway, most stores are playing music and things like that when you're in the store shopping. And I always have to worry about community strikes and all that kind of garbage. So I'll play back videos of stuff that I've recorded, and it's like, okay, well, I can't use that because you can hear my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard or something in the background. And it's like, okay, well, that'll get me in trouble, so I can't use that video now. Papa's Brick says, one thing I see is that your Lego city is larger than the higher percentage of Lego city builders. Your stuff is super awesome. Don't get me wrong, your city is one of the best cities. And yes, and that's again, it's like what you were just, or what I kind of was punching on that earlier, as far as I tend to build on another, and it's not that I'm trying to boast myself, but it's not that I build on another level, it's that I like to build huge, I guess would be the best way to put it. And most people like to keep things small, and I almost wonder if that doesn't hurt me a lot. At least that's kind of where I'm feeling anyway. Paul Bott says, hopefully Brick Fair Virginia will help you out tremendously, plus things that me and you discussed the other day. And that's one of the things I'm hoping for too. That's why, because I am still going to Brick Fair Virginia, for those that don't know. And I will actually be in Virginia. I'm trying to remember, I think it's the 3rd to the 7th, but the show is the 6th and the 7th, if I remember correctly. So I'm, like you, I'm hoping that will help a lot. But again, like he just said a second ago, though, I have wondered that, or what Papa's Bricks had said anyway, I have wondered if that maybe I just build entirely too big, because that is something that has crossed my mind on several occasions, is wondering if I'm just going way too big. Because I did point this out earlier too, is I almost feel like, again, I need to focus on sets and kind of shrink things down just a little bit, and if that would help me at all. Those are, again, just thoughts. And I do want to try and do that, Sean D. Absolutely. What I'm wanting to do is try and make daily videos, because I imagine there's going to be some amazing builds and stuff there. So I'm really looking forward to going there and seeing all the different builds and such. Bricks talking to Fox Leader. Chris is agreeing with Papa's Bricks. Any techniques for making an elevator smooth? I've really never bothered with elevators, and the reason that I never bother with them is that's what I use as my wire chases. But a working elevator is never something I've tried, so I don't have anything to help you there, Lego Joe. And thank you, Eccentric Bricks. He says everybody's doing cities, but mine is different. And that was kind of why I always thought that my channel would have grown more. Although I will say there is another person that's doing a lot like me, but the thing is if you go look at his channel, you'll see for yourself. His channel's growing leaps and bounds. He started, I think, 2 years ago, and that's AFOL TV, because he builds very large buildings and stuff as well. But the thing is I will say this, because I've talked to him on a few occasions, and I do know that he has a graphic engineering degree, if I remember correctly, is what he said it was. So I know that gives him a big edge, and what I mean by that with a big edge is quite simply, he knows a heck of a lot more of what he's doing comparatively speaking to me, because like I said, when it comes to a lot of the technical stuff, I'm lost and I don't have a clue, where he has a degree and all that kind of nonsense. So he knows how to make things look crisp and clean and clear, and how to come off in videos and things like that. So I think that gives him kind of an advantage in that aspect. And he does still do instructional videos, so I do want to point that out as well. But he does them in a much grander scale, I guess would be a good way to put it. No reason to be sorry, Jonathan. I don't know what the other comment was you might have made. And hey, Peanut Lee, how are you? Wade was saying get some affiliates. My problem with affiliates, and this is, again, just my kind of opinion on it, I always felt that if you did that, they're going to expect you to constantly give good reviews and such on products. And that's where I've been leery of trying for something like that, because I don't want to be one of those people that is making videos and talking all wonderful about certain things just because they're telling me I do. So I'll give you a prime example. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get it done tonight or not, because now I'm live streaming, so that kind of affects some of what I can do. But I was working on a video earlier, though, to kind of give you guys an idea of what type of reviews I would do, because like I said, I'm still trying to play around with a lot of different things, and it's again, it's hard for me to do reviews. I guess this is all I'm going to say with that. I kind of lost my train of thought because I was trying to figure out what the heck I'm building with. But what did I want to do here? Give me 1 second. Let me go light or dark gray with that. Oh, but with the land thing, and I was told that you don't have to give rave reviews, or you can give your personal opinion. But it just always seems like anybody that's on a land, they always talk wonderful things about every Lego set that's ever created. And like I said, I don't want to end up being one of those people that's saying everything's wonderful just because they're giving me free sets, you know what I mean? And I'll say I'm not seeing any issues on my end, Mike. Because my stream speed's staying really high. And I'm sorry about the bathroom. That was something I actually came up with, God, 5 years ago, because that's how I did the bathroom. Somebody was asking who showed me the bathroom, and it's not something that somebody showed me. I don't know if I don't think that the video is deleted. I think I even have an instructional video showing some of these techniques, but that was something I actually came up and did years and years ago. And that person's gone. Like I said, they can't spam anymore if they wanted to. I just deleted them from my channel. Anthony says, Lan, you will receive the sets and review them and modify them at the Darryl scale. I would need, see, that's the thing. If I wanted to go sets, and that was another thing I guess I was getting ready to start to go to, and I kind of got sidetracked. If I wanted to go set-wise, my problem would be, I think I started to talk about this earlier anyway, like for the new modular building, if I was going to build the modular building the way that I would want to build it, I would have to probably buy about 5 of those sets. And that's like the worst possible thing you can do when you want to modify a building. I have learned over the years, you are much better off if you want to modify a building, unless you're trying to build a collection. Let me point that out though. But if you're wanting to build a building and you want to make it bigger, over the years what I've discovered is it's a lot cheaper to just, well, and I don't know what the prices are going to be like now that Lego's changing the pick a brick online, but I always found it was a lot cheaper to go and buy the parts directly from Lego for what you need to make the building bigger as opposed to buying multiple sets, because typically what I always found anytime I bought multiple sets, I had a ton of extra pieces that I didn't need or I didn't need to use. And it was good back when I had a much smaller collection. But now that I have a much larger collection, like you can see behind me now, I'll still usually buy at least 2 of a modular building and stuff like that, don't get me wrong. But I wouldn't want to buy 4, 5, 6 of them and put them together because, again, I would be left with a ton of extra pieces that I really don't need. And thank you, Aaron, I appreciate that. And Gaffer says, evening all. Lego Studios says, till next time, take care, Lego Studios. Eggtown says, I love the Set to Mock series. And that's because I did used to enjoy doing that, but a lot of problems too are just quite simply, it's time constraints. By the time I get home from work and all that good stuff, if I wanted to try and do a Set to Mock series, I mean, I literally would have to come out to my barn and start recording immediately, and that has kind of hindered a lot of my things because I quite simply don't have time for a lot of things that I want to do. Because that was kind of a fun series, but again, that was me focusing on, and that's too high, that was me focusing on taking sets and converting them, but I really haven't been messing with a lot of sets, and that's kind of what has brought, don't you love it when you drop pieces? At least it's all the same piece. But that was kind of why I haven't really done the mock, set to mock really anymore. Me here lately, I'm not impressed with a lot of Lego sets. All the city sets have gotten poor at best, in my opinion. There's some really cool friend sets, but I have so many other projects already going on. It's hard for me to justify going and buying all these new sets and just forgetting about what I have. So it's time management, I guess, is probably one of my biggest problems right now. I guess that would be a good way to put it. I wish Lego would give me free stuff. That would be awesome, and I do know that's part of joining a LAN. Is why a lot of those guys do join a LAN. Yeah, Axel, and that was kind of my, and I got to move my chair so I can pick up everything I just spilled. And that was kind of my fear, and I already expected that, to be perfectly honest. When they changed everything, they already told us they were going to increase their prices. And the reason that I say that is because in the article that I had read, when they talked about all the changes that were coming, they clearly stated that they had to balance out their costs and that they were going to make pricing more simple and fluent. Or not simple and fluent, but they were going to make prices, because one complaint, let me put it this way. One of the complaints that a lot of people used to have is if you went to pick a brick online, and then if you went to Bricks and Pieces online, you would see 2 different prices. And they wanted to streamline the process and make everything a similar price. So if you had a 1x2 brick, for example, their goal was to take all 1x2 bricks and make them one price. And where before, like unpopular colors or things of that nature would be one price, they'd be cheap, and then popular colors would be a little bit more expensive. Translucent pieces would be another price, and so on and so forth. And the changes that they were going to make is they were going to make everything one specific price, and anything that required extra touches or cost extra or anything like that would have cost a little more. So all your standard bricks would be one price, your translucent bricks would be another price, and then your modified bricks would be an even different price. But when they originally stated all that, that was the first thing that I thought, is they're going to jack the price of everything up. And everybody's, oh no, they'll never do that. And that's exactly what they did. I totally agree, Chris. City sets are garbage. Period. End of story. I agree, Anthony. Lego's making tons of money. Ronnie Cassell says this build is not far from the sitcom tower. Maybe that is an alternative for some to add behind the Ghostbusters. That wouldn't be a bad idea, because I started my very own sitcom tower, if you will. It was like 2 years ago. And then I got sidetracked because I have been getting commission jobs and such, as a lot of people are well aware of. And those commission jobs detour me and kind of derail me in a lot of times because the commissions take a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort, and all my focus. Because anytime I get a commission job, my primary focus is to get the commission job put together, assembled, and get it out the door. As there's usually a time constraint. Like the last commission job I did was a 2-month commission, or a 2-month start to finish, for me to have the project finished so I could deliver it. And then they ended up postponing the delivery date after that, which was kind of funny. But that is something, like I said, that does kind of derail me sometimes as well. And Mike was saying prices keep going up and everything else, but my pay, and yeah, amen, my friend. A video editor would help, but honestly, I still do every single video with my cell phone, so I don't even know who I would send my editing stuff to. But yes, again, like Brooks Bricks was saying, the city sets, or he says he's actually okay with some of the city sets, keeping in mind that they are targeted to 5+ mostly. And that is part of the reason that they've been simplified so much, is like you just said, it's just because they're, what they've done with all Lego products, and this is my perspective, my opinion anyway, is because now that they've gotten so focused on the adult sets, especially within the creator line, within the ideas line, because let's face it, almost every set that they make that is ideas now is more adult focused, and they're larger sets, detailed sets, just like the same thing with the creator sets, and then even your Technic sets are getting very focused on the adult markets. I think what they did is they went back to their home base, which is like cities, some space, or like Ninjago, things of that nature, which they're still doing some what I would call adult sets in Ninjago. But they've went and taken a bunch of stuff and kind of really lowered down the technicalities on it and such for their younger builders, and then they're building and focusing all these other groups into the adult market. Me personally, I liked it better when they didn't worry about the adult market and they just kept it for the kids, because then I would typically find sets I could buy multiples of to convert and make a set out of. And thank you, Steve, I appreciate that. Why do we have 3 streams scheduled? I shouldn't have anything scheduled, honestly, unless something happened. And I am trying to, well, if I do that, it's going to give me a bunch of feedback, so I can't. But there shouldn't, I'll have to check that after I log off, but there shouldn't have been a bunch of streams scheduled. At least I didn't intentionally do it. And Eggtown Egg saying hello to Macro Bricks, and hello Macro Bricks. HCake23 says city sets used to be great, but around 2016, yes, they started going downhill. You are absolutely correct. Anthony says high quality videos with proper lighting and great sound. Great editing makes a huge difference to gain subscribers as well. But of course, content quality first. Absolutely, Anthony. Totally agree with that. And that is another thing that I struggle with, because again, like I said, I'm doing everything with a cell phone, and that's, I don't know that a lot of people know that or not, but my entire channel is based upon doing nothing but recordings with my cell phone. And all my editing, everything is done on my cell phone. So I have very, 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 very little experience with doing anything but playing around on my cell phone. Believe it or not. And Sick Nick says, good day everyone, and hello. Aaron says, that's my opinion, and I missed what he said. Macro was congratulating Matt on his last stream. Oh, Lego sets used to be good back in the day. No, I agree. I definitely agree with you that Lego sets used to be absolutely fantastic. But again, I haven't seen, the only Lego city sets, at least I think they're in the city line, that I'm honestly interested in, and it's not because I'm interested in the sets, I'm interested in the animals, like the sheep and stuff that are going to be coming out in the new farm sets. That's why I want those sets, because some of the imagery and stuff that I've seen from them, the sets are, in my opinion, garbage. But it's the animals and stuff that are included in them are the only reason that I'm wanting to get those sets. Yeah, I have thought about that, Anthony. And it's like a lot of things. It's about time. Kip says, hoping to get my order tomorrow according to my tracking. Can't wait. I still have not even got a shipping notification on my order, Kip. Wade says, creator editor is easy to use. Eccentric Brick says he does everything on his phone. I haven't purchased the, because Car293 was asking if I still purchased the collectible minifigures, and no, I didn't purchase the last 2 series of them. I'm just, I'm getting to a point where I'm being more, I've been buying more parts than I've been buying anything lately. So as far as, and that's one of the reasons I used to like buying sets was for the minifigs, but as far as buying the collector minifigs and stuff, I haven't been that interested, to be perfectly honest with them. And Sean says high-end cell phones are great for YouTube. I have an LG V60, and I'm honestly debating on possibly upgrading that somewhat soon. Eggtown says hello to Shane Hart, and Shane Hart, hello to you, my friend. I don't know if I said that. Aaron says, I can't wait to get the Lego McLaren Technic set. And Anthony says sleep time for him. Shane Hart says Eggtown's up. Anyway, though, because I know I did start late, and I apologize for that, I need to get to bed myself. I see a lot of other people are saying they need to get to bed. But I wanted to get on because I've missed the last 2 days of live streams, and I wanted to make sure I got on and say hey to everybody. And yes, that was what I thought about doing, Sean, was getting a gimbal, one of those, the motorized ones, so it'll stay focused on you. I'm still trying to research which one I want, I guess is what it boils down to. And I appreciate it, Anthony. Lego's definitely forgotten its core. Children, get back to basics. Anyway, though, like I said, I do need to get off here, guys, though, because I'm trying to start stopping my streams by 9 at the latest anymore, so that way that way I'm not dragging butt every day at work. But anyway, before I log off, I want to roll that beautiful bean footage like I do at the end of every stream, because we had a couple people donate tonight, and I love to make sure that everybody that does do their donations gets extra credit for them in my credits of every live stream that I do. So I want to say a very quick and very special thank you to Brick Sergeant, Brett Ucker, Eccentric Bricks, and Ronnie Cassells. And Ronnie Cassells, I am so sorry because I must have missed your donation because I don't remember saying thank you during the stream. So thank you again, Ronnie Cassells, if I did miss you earlier. But anyway, guys, though, like I said, I do need to get to bed. So as always, thank you for coming to Bevan's Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And hopefully we'll see you next time on Bevan's Bricks. Take care, everybody, and have a blessed day.